Open Spotify.
Open Spotify.
You just watched a large action model open up Spotify on my computer. Before we go on, let's knock out this intro. Hello and welcome to Restless Minds. I'm your host, Daryl. In today's video, we're going to be installing PyWinAssist on our local OS using 5 simple steps. Step 1, we're going to clone the repo. Step 2, we're going to create a virtual environment. Step 3, we're going to add our Open API key to 2 Python files. Step 4, we're going to install the requirements. And step 5, we're going to execute the assistant. Before we go through the steps, let's learn about PyWinAssist. PyWinAssist is the first large action model which is open source for Windows 10 and 11, and it was created by Microsoft. I will leave both the GitHub repo and the paper in the video description below. To install PyWinAssist onto your local OS, there are a few steps you would have to do before executing the assistant. First step, which is step 1, is to clone the repo onto your local OS. To do so, you will click on the green button that says code. A drop-down box will appear. This is where you will copy the code or the command line onto the clipboard. Click on the start icon menu on your Windows. Type in cmd. The command prompt will appear and you will click on run as administrator. In the command prompt, type in git clone space, right click on your mouse to paste the URL. Press enter and it will install and clone the PyWinAssist. Step 2 is creating the virtual environment. To create the virtual environment, we will be using Visual Studio Code. On your keyboard, click Ctrl-Shift-P. A drop-down box will appear. Click on Python Create Environment. If you have Anaconda installed, you can use Anaconda. For this video, we're going to use Python Virtual Environment. Click on VNV. Step 3 is adding your Open API key into 2 Python files. To do so, click on core. Insert your API key in core_API.py and core_imaging.py. In the core_API.py, in line number 3, client equals OpenAI, open parentheses API_key equals. This is where you would add your Open API key, save as or save that Python file. Then you're going to have to add your Open API key on the core_imaging.py on line number 12, where it says insert your API key here. So once you do that, we will be installing the requirements, which is step 4. Go back to the GitHub repo, scroll all the way down to see installation, install the requirements. We're going to just copy that. Go back to VS Code, open up a new terminal by clicking the 3 dots on the top of the VS Code, hover over terminal and select new terminal. Right click on your mouse and that will paste the pip install requirements.txt. I will skip this step and move on to step number 5 since I already installed it on my OS. Step number 5 is executing the assistant. CD direct into the core by typing in cd core, enter. Type in python./assistant.py, then press enter. Open Spotify.
Open Spotify.
So once the code is executed, you're going to see a white rabbit on your bottom right hand corner of your screen. You can actually click on it and drag it.
You dragged me.
And it'll interact with you by saying you dragged me. You can also type in
on the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you can actually click on it and drag it.
That's correct. So you can also click on it.
What's the action?
And it'll ask you an action. You can even type in a command. We'll do open Microsoft Word.
Clicking onto the element without visioning context. Test case generated. Executing the generated test case.
For every test case or command that you are asking it to do, this window will pop up to give you
test case generated. Executing the generated. Assistant finished the execution of the generated test case. Can I help you with something else?
That is it, thank you. To end the session with the AI agent, just click on the trash can icon on your top right to kill the terminal. From there, the white rabbit will disappear. Well folks, that concludes the installation and execution of PyWinAssist. I hope this has helped you to install PyWinAssist. If you like this content, please subscribe below, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.